Actually, incidentally, L&K was my first job. L&K Saatchi was my first job. At the time, it was only Digital Law in Kenneth. And I actually went there for my summer internship. And they called me back after a year once I was done with my, fresh out of my PGD. And yeah, it's been 5 years since, and I haven't really left. So it's almost literally like I've grown up here. I mean, whether it's been career-wise, experience-wise, weight-wise, a lot has changed. So yeah. Favorite campaign, I would say, would be Axis Bank. So we did a really cool campaign for Axis Bank called Axis Active. So you know a Go-Key, like a Fitbit. So there was a brand called Go-Key, which was doing a tie-up with Axis Bank and running this, you know, like loyalty rewards program that was attached to the Fitbit, to the Go-Key, to the fitness band. And I mean, honestly, it was like innovation in terms of the product itself. And then we did this really cool spin-off where we said, you know, turn any time into fitness time. So then it was about creating a film that meant, you know, if you go grocery shopping, then how do you kind of fit in fitness into that? And if you're shopping for a ring, how do you fit into fitness for that? And, you know, like just basic different everyday scenarios. You know, if you even to like put nail polish, how do you fit into fitness into that? So there's a woman that's doing a, you know, like a stretch, and she's putting nail polish along. And so it was just a really fun campaign to come up with. It was one of the projects that was really close to me because it was one of the first films that I did as a junior copywriter. And at the time, I mean, very close to my heart, but the topic was fitness, which I just cannot do. Like at that time, it was very like, na ho payega humse. But you kind of adapted and you kind of learned the best. And yeah, I think that for me was one of the most fun campaigns that I've ever done. So, I mean, typically, honestly, it depends on the amount of time you actually have, because you don't know when a creative block is going to hit you. But I mean, I discovered my travel bug very recently. So, I mean, I'm always just planning my next vacation. You know, kind of Googling and checking where to go, what to do, what time of the year, this, that, and the other. So yeah, I mean, that really helps me change my perspective, because sometimes it's just important to, and then, you know, you can just have a chat with someone about where they went. And so it just kind of puts you in a different mind frame altogether. Travel really like brings out the best in me, I think. It's kind of like the chicken and egg conundrum, because I mean, I don't think you can really pick what came first. According to me, I think that from an advertiser's point of view, I think the brand should come first, because honestly, if you equip yourself with the brand, then you can pretty much make the customer believe that he has a need that actually never occurred to him before. You know, it kind of gives you the power to affect change. And so I feel you should think brand first, and I mean, customer just kind of automatically follows. So I mean, that has always been what my perception's been. So I mean, ever since I was, you know, an advertising student in college, and even now, you know, I feel like a brand that truly resonates with me and the kind of work that I would want to do is Coca Cola. You know, they have always stood. I mean, open happiness is so simple, but at the same time, it means so much, and they've given it such a beautiful take. So even if it is something as simple as, you know, that really cute jingle that they came up with, which is Ummeedon Wali Dhoop, Sunshine Wali. I love that jingle. So even if it is something like that, which was, you know, like a national campaign, or even if it's been like tech innovations that they've done, which is like, you know, the one that they did with the Small World innovation, where they brought India and Pakistan together, where they were, you know, basically interacting with each other through a vending machine. I mean, that's taking technology, at that time, it was taking technology to another level. So I feel like they've always been a step ahead. And I really love their communication. It's warm, fuzzy, but at the same time, it's very new. It's very new age. It's very relatable. So I think that's a brand that I truly resonate with, and I'm a huge addict. So I mean, that makes a lot of sense. icons and mentors. You will find so many people that inspire you along the way. In fact, all the supervisors that I've had, have been an inspiration to me at some point. Interacting with them and working with them has been it's been a lovely experience. But honestly speaking, I mean, an idea, I truly believe that, and I love that that's what we believe here as well, that, an idea can come from anywhere. And, it doesn't really matter who you are, how old you are, where you come from. What matters is that you constantly keep meeting people, you keep staying inspired, and I think that's what gives you that experience and makes you move further in your career. I think that one huge change that I think the entire industry is going through, and that every agency is in fact the industry as a whole is kind of banding together and moving towards, is the increasing nature of integrated mediums, like integrated advertising. I don't think that today that you can go to a client with a solution that's just restricted to, say, a print ad, or just restricted to, say, a TV commercial. It's become so much more than that now. The emphasis is being laid so heavily on the idea, and then no matter what kind of medium it fits into, including digital and including innovation on ground, there's so many. The true value of 360 is truly being explored now, today.